And we're on. Hi, Colleen.
Hello.
So I'm very, very excited because I hadn't realized that you'd not seen the show Younger, and I was an early adopter. I was in there the second it came out. I've been watching it. So we had casually talked about it. You hadn't watched it yet, and I think fell into it. I think 5 episodes into season 1 since we last spoke. Correct?
I did. As soon as you had mentioned it, I looked it up. Of course, I'm watching it on Hulu, so I'm watching it with the ads, but that's okay because then I'm looking up things during the ads.
And I don't really mind, I must be the one weird person. I still don't mind the ads on these apps because they're still, to me, they don't seem as long as the television apps. So I don't really mind them.
I don't mind them unless it's something I hate and drives me crazy because they repeat them so much. So sometimes it's annoying and sometimes it doesn't matter.
So I started watching it when it was on TV Land. I think that's when it started for me. I'm at the tail end. You're in
How long did it last? I mean, how long has it been?
Season 7 is out now. They're dropping
Season 7?
But what's great about some of these shows is, and it makes you very fatigued when you try to binge watch network television now, is they keep it in these very clean, small episodes or orders. So like, I don't even know if they even go beyond 10 episodes a season.
Well, yeah, and they're quick episodes. They seem to really go fast. Like I was like, wow, that's over already. Who is this girl? Like the only person I know, two people I know in it is, of course, Hillary and Debbie Mazar. So I don't know
So I didn't know Sutton Foster, who is the lead, and it kind of like takes on this premise of this woman who's recently divorced and a daughter that's in college and is somewhat strapped for money, and in a roundabout way ends up under the guise of being a millennial in her 20s. She gets this job in this publishing firm or a book house or whatever you want to call it. And she was that's the first time I've ever seen her, but I do believe she's a pretty highly regarded Broadway actress.
Okay. Well, I can see that because she has that kind of theatrical like I didn't know like the first episode if I was gonna like her. Like I was like, I don't know. I like her better as a 20-something, like once she got younger, because she was bothering me.
Yeah, she definitely is theatrical. I want to believe that either I've gotten used to it or she modulates that, lullaby of Broadway kind of energy that she has in the beginning. But
like if I were a sitcom actor, I'd be very lounge singer, and it would probably bother everybody as well.
But yeah, so I mean, the premise is really, really fun, and
it's
created by
Never Be Kissed, kind of
Darren Star, who very nice reference, Never Been Kissed, but it's created by Darren Star, who created Sex and the City. So what I enjoy is his appreciation for New York, and I feel like is a real craft with the supporting cast. And it's one of those things that, you end up she's kind of the gateway to all of these great characters, and not to take anything away from how wonderful she is. And she is. And she's great. It's the amount of attention they take to having a very great supporting cast. And I was very, very impressed as a big Hilary Duff fan that she took a supporting role initially, like she, who probably could have had her own show on TV Land at the time, she kind of takes the smaller part. And love and appreciation for Debbie Mazar. And, you have
so glad she's working and funny. I mean, how's she going to not be funny? She's great. But she always does that best friend really well. Like I know Pigeonhole is coming up. You get a hashtag Pigeonhole.
Yeah, she really does know the supporting world. She doesn't try to be beyond that. She understands that. But I really, really think, and I'll be curious, I want you to catch up. We have to dive into this more, but
yeah, I'm new.
Hilary Duff, and then of course Debbie Mazar being in it. It's got other great supporting people, that Nico Tortorella, who is the tattoo guy that Sutton Foster kind of, starts this fling with under the guise that she is a 25-year-old, just like the rest of them, which is kind of fun. you know, it's a funny take on the whole millennial thing too. I think that it really has a lot to say. I, as somebody of a certain age, I do think that there's a real angst in the workplace right now to be fully transparent about your age, at least in the way that you might have been in another time. I certainly don't wear my age on my shirt because, you know, I am a little nervous. So I like that whole, I mean, it really, really speaks to me, aside from, you know, just being a great way to look at New York and some of the sort of supporting players, of course.
It might be having like gone over the 50 hump that has made me want to be back in that 20s, not like living that again, but some of that, like, this is going to sound so cliche, but it's the respect of youth, you know, it's the like and probably a lot of people who are young will like, what do you mean you don't get any respect, you have to be older to get respect? But there's something different. There's a especially now with everything that you need to know about like social media and you know how fast technology is going. um I wish that I could do that. Like, I hope none of my bosses are watching this, but like as I like kind of look at through Indeed at other jobs and everything like that, I think that that's for a younger person. That's for a younger person. Even if I know I could do that job, I kind of have that feeling that that's probably they're going to hire somebody younger for that.
Yeah, I think so, and I think that there what is a broad assumption is that millennials come out of the box and they are Bill Gates, and I think that's a big misconception because um, I don't know that I think that gets you in the door, that you come from fresh set of eyes and technologically advanced, and you're going to get to street quicker than a dinosaur like me might. But they don't come out of the box. I mean, they do know how to click and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to say they, like, so generalizing, but I do think it was, whether or not it was intentional or not, I do think it's very interesting that it throws her into this world of millennials.
Mm-hmm. Who I love millennials. I interview a lot of for my work.
Yeah,
I interview a lot of different ages, and I have to tell you, it's the excitement of the millennials that keeps me excited about my job, you
but
know?
I think especially as a woman, and especially in a world that is skewing younger, and especially in the industry that she picks, I do think it's an interesting take on
Mhm.
getting in there.
And it
Um,
could have been old news. It could have gone a way that everybody has done it, but they did make it a little bit different. I love the locker, like she did the whole thing except her bush. I thought that was so freaking funny. Because you're not thinking of that, but that's what would happen to me. Like I'm doing pretty good. Like I don't have a lot of wrinkles or anything, but that would give me away. Like so
Yeah,
bad.
no, that it's that kind of stuff. But you know, it's kind of nice. It's a kind of cartoonish take on New York. I will say that it makes me miss happy hours, like those quick happy hours that you used to have in your 20s. I think I makes me miss that. So
Mhm.
I'm certainly, if you're 5 episodes in, you're hooked. So we have to kind
100%.
of like get you meet in the middle and continue to talk about it. And
It
um,
should be refreshing for you because I'll be able to be like, oh, this just happened. And you'll be like, oh, yeah, I love
Well,
that.
then it's just like I say with Sex in the City. It's just like Schitt's Creek to me. It's just like another show on HBO Max called Search Party. It's it's funny, you have the Sutton Foster who is the lead character, or you had Sarah Jessica Parker as the lead character, and over time you end up just as much in love, if not more, with the supporting cast. It kind of takes this shift, you
Mm.
know, and I think that's probably a Darren Star thing. I think Dwight knows Darren Star, the producer.
Oh,
Our friend
really?
Dwight, I
Yeah.
do believe that they've shared air or passed in the same circles or something at some point.
Oh, definitely hashtag Dwight. too.
Yes, who I owe a phone call. So yeah, I just wanted to catch up real quickly on your tipping your toe into the younger space. I think you're going to enjoy it
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot.
really excited about it.
All right.
All
We'll
right.
talk later. Love you.
I love you too. Bye.